What's happening? Chris Hall here. I need everybody within the sound of my voice to make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, here's your chance. Follow me at Chris Hall ATL. Once again, that's at Chris Hall ATL. Once you get there, the link is in the bio. You just go right to it, click it. I'm actually going to put in a tutorial, get this, of how to click on a link. Crazy. So you're gonna click on the link, subscribe to the channel. Also, and this is also important, hit the notification bell so you know what happens when I drop stuff on YouTube. It's gonna be thought-provoking content that's gonna highlight the misconceptions between men and women and the difficulties and challenges that come about in modern day dating. So what are we gonna be talking about today? So I had a pretty interesting weekend. A couple days ago, actually, a young lady put me onto this Netflix show. We watched a show called She's Gotta Have, right? Now, I don't know if a lot of you know about this, but this was actually a movie directed by Spike Lee back in 1986. I actually watched this, not in 1986, of course, but I have watched this before. Then it seems like they've come out with a Netflix special, kind of a spinoff or a remake that kind of cuts it up into series. Same scenario, plot, cast, everything like that. And the 1986 movie directed by Spike Lee, the lead actress is a young lady by the name of Tracy Camilla Johns. She is the main character in the role of Nola Darling. Now, Nola Darling is openly dating three men, not one, not two, three, right? Three men with, I guess, different walks of life. You have these three characters' names are Jamie Overstreet, Greer Childs, and Mars Blackman. Now, Jamie Overstreet is married. Greer Childs is a model of some sort, male model, light-skinned cat, who's also dating her. And then you have, at least in the 1986 film, Spike Lee actually stars as Mars Blackman, who's the kind of, immature 80s kind of New York type of b-boy type of style, type of guy, real funny, things of that nature, makes her laugh. So it looks like instead of finding one man who encapsulates all of these traits, she decides to go out and find three men individually with these traits that somehow she, gets all the infinity stones. Now she can snap her fingers and bring these men to her house individually. Yeah. Is this reality for any of y'all women today? Is there a Nola Darling in the house? Drop a comment. Tell me how that works. Let me know the type of dudes that actually go for something like that, or is this just a fictional movie that's just, it's like kind of Star Wars type of shit? Maybe this isn't real at all. But now, was this in 2018, 2017, She's Gotta Have It, the series comes out, and there's a few quotations from season 1, episode 10, the one I was actually watching. Obviously, I didn't watch the entire season. Did get some content from a quote that she said. She says, "All three men have to deal with me on my terms or it ain't gonna happen." Okay. So this means that she was able to find three men who know about one another and are cool with dating Nola Darling while she dates whom the fuck ever. Now, in theory, if I'm not mistaken, all three men are trying to lock her down, but unfortunately, you have to, and you as in not you, but these men have to be on her terms, and her terms is all three men want to possess me and I won't allow it. Now, I find this to be somewhat true nowadays, to where women are, maybe scared of commitment, maybe because they've gotten hurt in the past, or they're just dealing with other type of emotional issues that they have yet to get therapy from, and then refuse to give themselves, at least their whole self, to another man. Now, like a Nola Darling, you will still engage with men. You'll still talk to them, text them here and there, DMs, hard eyes, have sex with many different men, because you still have to fulfill your womanly needs. Everybody has an itch to scratch, all right?
Message!
Now, that's most of you would already know. I didn't like it. I didn't like the movie. I didn't like the series either. I haven't watched most of it. I just watched that one episode in its entirety. And that episode is when Nola Darling invites all three men over her house for Thanksgiving dinner. So all the men that she's having sex with are invited to her home. Unbeknownst to them, they didn't know everyone was going to be there. Unbeknownst to them, that the other men are coming there as well. Now, it was a little contentious, as many of you may gather, of all three men that she's having sex with being in the same room. Is a little, I mean, we're not very catty, but men have egos, you know, and to be sitting across from someone who long strokes your, I don't know if I can call it your girl, whatever you want to call it. Even, side note, even when men don't own you or don't have any ties to you or don't, you know, it's not your girl, he's not your boyfriend, you know, you guys aren't in a committed relationship. Even if I'm just having sex with you, I still don't want to be across the table from somebody else that's actively having sex. Honestly, and this is all honesty, fellas, if you with me, make sure put a thumbs up in the comments and let them know. We don't even want to know a dude that you've slept with before. Granted, we know we ain't meet no virgin. Hell, some of y'all got kids, so there's proof that you ain't no virgin. We get that. Most of us aren't at this age, right? Got that, no problem. We have thrown that away. That's old news, right? But we don't want the evidence that you're not a virgin, the man at least, standing right in front of us. That's weird. That's weird. And Grant, I know, I don't care, man. I don't care. Yeah, she can smash whatever she wants to. I'm a player. This, that, and the third. Pop your collar. Hello. I get that. But deep down inside, man, and I know this is not a light-skinned thing. Don't even say it. Don't try me like that. Nobody wants to be across from somebody you sleeping with. Anyway, just wanted to give y'all that little tidbit. Moving right along. So not only is Nola Darling dibbling dabbling into these three men. So from what I know, she's only dealing with the three men. But then there's a caveat. 3 men wasn't even enough. No. From what I've seen, at least, and y'all can correct me, I'm actually doing this haphazardly so you can correct me, because I did not watch everything, just to engage in conversation. Correct me, please. But I believe at the end of this episode, season 1, episode 10, a woman who I guess was trying to pursue her as well. Obviously, she's pretty booked up, but trying to pursue her as well. She's playing hard to get with this woman, right? I'm like, what in the hell am I watching right now? Mind you, like I said, I had watched the movie, but the Netflix series it's totally different. It's definitely over the top. Now, not one of my favorite films, but I do want to bring up another movie in juxtapose to this one. One of my favorite movies, Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player.
Damn. Getting caught is a bitch, so I've been told.
You guessed it. You guessed it. This movie, starring Bill Bellamy as Drayton Dre Jackson. He's a A&R representative at Def Jam Records. And no, I'm not going to read to you the exact Wikipedia plot. I'm just going to give you my synopsis because I watched the movie plenty of times. So Dre, Bill Bellamy's character, he is a A&R representative for Def Jam Recordings. So obviously he has some cachet. He's got a little bit of cash. He feels like he can do whatever he wants. He is a player, playboy. You know, that's what they used to say back then. Mind you, this came out in 1997. Bill Bellamy is in a committed relationship with Lark Voorhees. I don't know if you remember her. God, she was fun. By name Elise, right? Now, Lisa, who is his girlfriend, unbeknownst to her, Bill Bellamy has other women that he deals with around town. Let's just say that. I mean, multitudes of women. We're talking Spanish women, white women, black women, tall women, short, whatever. He does that. But here's the caveat, right? Here's the caveat. These women, along with his girlfriend, don't know about each other. They don't know about each other. You should, the reason I like the movie, not because he's cheating. Honestly, it's not because he's cheating. It's because of the work that this man put in just to keep everybody happy. And mind you, all of his women are just fine with what's going on. His girlfriend is just fine, and all his side pieces are because of the work that he puts in. Mind you, it's obviously muddled in lies, but the work that he has to put in to keep a multitude of women happy. That's a lost art, man. That just the work part, because when you say, why do I put this movie juxtaposed to She's Gotta Have It, is because Nola Darling, get this, is putting in no work because somehow she was able to find 3 men. At least 2 out of the 3 seem successful in their own right, as far as I know of. I don't know. I think the male model may be borderline, and obviously the Mars character just has a standard 9 to 5. But the married man, I believe, is a man of means. I think he's married, which I can see him dealing with it to a certain extent. But the other 2, I'm not 100% sure. But that's the difference between Bill Bellamy's How to Be a Player and the Nola Darling character in She's Got to Have It. To me, the Bill Bellamy's character in How to Be a Player is just more realistic. Let me tell you what else that happens in How to Be a Player. Now, in How to Be a Player, mind you, this man's skills are impeccable. The man's evasive skills are impeccable. The way he strings together certain scenarios, whether lies or truth, to different women are impeccable. The work that it takes to do something like that was amazing. Now, he has a sister, a little on the heavy side, who can't either get a man or keep a man, and she's upset because she got dogged out once upon a time by some dude, I think named Darnell. She got heartbroken by her ex-boyfriend. I guess he may have cheated on her before. She could never live it up. Now she has a brother who's doing the same thing to other women. So she decides to put on her cape and get to Cape. She is going to save the day by throwing her own flesh and blood under the bus for some type of mass women's movement or something. Like, I'm gonna do this for all women that have been cheated on, right? So this is what she does. Her and her friend, who's also into Bill Bellamy's character, Dre. And you'll find that out at the end of the movie. I want you guys to watch it if you haven't seen it already. I'm obviously going to tell you, the plot. So she conjures up some plan to where she's going to throw a party. There's a party to where she's going to steal his Holodex and invite everybody to this party. When I say everybody, I mean all of Bill Bellamy's women, all the women that he's involved with, to this party, just to get him caught up. And you guys have to see this scene, because yet and still, in the face of adversity, a player still fought his way out of there. Unscathed. I'm gonna leave you with that right there. Not gonna go any further. But that is the difference between How to Be a Player and She's Gotta Have It, to where the work that was put in by Bill Bellamy was impeccable. She's Gotta Have It, absolutely no work for some reason. And mind you, I seen this young lady. I mean, she's cool, but damn, 3 men that all know about each other. that seemingly want some type of commitment of some sort, just F it. I'll just get a piece of Nola Darling and I'll share them with the rest of these dudes. Are you ladies living this way? Are y'all living this way? Are you? Are there any Nola Darlings in the house? How about this? Here's one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. I want everybody to comment on this right here. I want to know what you guys think. Who, listen closely now, who do you respect more? That's a good question. That's a valid question. Who do you respect more? A woman dating 3 men and not allowing them to get a commitment from her? Or Bill Bellamy, who's just trying his very best to maneuver through the world, trying to make everybody along with himself. He hides it. Nobody knows. Nobody found out. Nola Darling lets it be known, puts it out there on Front Street, somehow finds 3 simps to sign up for this deal, and even a woman at that part. So this Nola Darling is all over the place, to be honest with you. Sexually, emotionally, this, that, and the third. Now, a lot of women may hate Bill Bellamy's character and how to be a player, as Drayton Dre Jackson. But I don't know, man. That takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work. That is a lot of work, man. There was a lot. Look at that movie. Look at that movie and let me know. Comment below. Also, as always, subscribe to YouTube. Hit the link in the bio of Instagram. Once again, Chris Hall ATL on Instagram. There's a link in the bio to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and click that link. Subscribe.